the main event. This is a great division. Current welterweight fighters of the past. You've had Floyd Mayweather Jr., Sugar Ray Robinson, and now the undefeated champion Keith Thurman puts his title up against Josesito Lopez. Thurman said during the injury the last 22 months that kept him on the shelf, he did more nothing than something while recovering from those injuries. As you look at the tail of the tape, and Lopez says he's tightened up his defense. He said he was a risk taker too much in the past.
I'm Jose, the Riverside Rocky Lopez.
In for the fight of his life. This is a good fight here.
I'm ready. He better be.
Lopez digging to the body.
He's the champion for now.
What a shot!
12 rounds for the title.
Oh, shot! It all changes.
There is the challenger from Riverside, California. Worked hard in the Redwoods. And getting ready to take on Keith Thurman from Clearwater, Florida, the Tampa, St. Pete area. The WBA Super Welterweight Championship is on the line as the challenger. That title fight, the only other one he had, lost to a good one.
Yeah, well, of course, he's lost to a few good ones, but he's always in the fight. He's not somebody to be taken, easily or for granted. And I think with Robert Garcia in his corner, he's had him for 3 fights on, made a big switch. Sometimes a trainer makes a big difference. I think, we're going to see a good Josesito early on in this fight.
Yeah, he said he wanted to get after it early, and is there a great risk in that? Maybe he wants to take advantage of that layoff from Thurman.
Well, that would be a smart thing to do because, Thurman's been off a while and it's going to take him a couple rounds to get really into the fight. So that's the best advantage he can do is to get it started early, Lopez.
Yeah, and Lopez said, I expect a rough start. Thurman, lots of movement. That's the kind of athlete, kind of fighter he is.
Thurman acknowledges it, right up front.
He
He's
embraces
a guy.
it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm Keith Thurman.
Looking to put on a show for his loyal following.
It's my title. It's my belt.
Oh, big right hand!
Undefeated. That says it all.
One time, Thurman!
12 rounds for my title.
And there is Keith Thurman. Said he's not worried about not being sharp despite the layoff because he studied his opponent. He watched this fight. He said, I want it to go less than 6 rounds. That'd be ideal, but I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, sometimes when you're coming back off of a long layoff, to tell you the truth, getting in the rounds is a good thing for you as long as you're not taking punishment or losing, So, he might think that getting some good quality rounds in will be a good thing for him.
Not a bad thought. Lennox, he said, you might not see the best of me because of the layoff, but I think as long as even Jimi Hendrix can hit a wrong note sometimes, but you don't notice it when you're a professional in your business.
Right, only the professionals notice it. The guys that realize that have boxed in the ring can tell, but the average fan will not notice it.
Well, he had surgery on the right elbow, removal of a bone spur, calcium deposits, that the left hand injury. This is his 11th fight with some kind of world title on the line, and we expect a good one. Thurman ready to take on Lopez. Let's learn more about them from our Hall of Fame ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., who is ready to go. Jimmy, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Brooklyn Boxing and sponsored by MGM Resorts. This bout is sanctioned by the WBA, the president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring from ringside, Dong Appleman, Tom Schreck, and Steve Weisfeld. All right, fans, here we go with our featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, it's time for the Fox PBC main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing white trunks with multinational colored trim. Fighting out of Riverside, California, he weighed in at 146 1/2 pounds. His record 36 wins, 7 losses, with 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the battle-tested, rugged veteran and former world title challenger, currently ranked the WBA #7 welterweight contender, introducing the Riverside Rocky, Josesito Lopez. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks and fighting out of Clearwater, Florida. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 146 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 28 wins, no losses. 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his long-awaited return to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former unified welterweight world title holder, the current undefeated defending and reigning WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing Keith Thurman. And our welterweight champion of this world title bout, now to give instructions, Steve Willis.
Okay, gentlemen, you both see the instructions in the dressing room. I want you to obey the commands, protect yourselves at all time. Right now, we're going to call it under the black, under the letters. On here, we're going to call it under the white, under the letters. Tap it up, it's going to work.
Keith Thurman, being a power puncher, he says is a double-edged sword. I can hurt you, but I can also hurt myself. And he's going against a guy who says he's a lot smarter. In fact, Lopez said there are some openings when Thurman is throwing haymakers.
And Thurman said the same thing about Lopez, you know, so conversely. But, you know, Thurman's a realist. You know, he knows this could be a little tenuous early on.
Well, let's see if Lopez is aggressive early as he said he would be. A title on the line. What a shot, what a chance for Josesito Lopez.
Well, Josesito's got the pose of a guy that wants to fight. He's not giving up much ground here.
Hasn't thrown many punches yet either. They just got it started, so he's checking out Keith Thurman, see if he's got any weak points right now that he can expose.
You know, Lopez said in this camp he wanted to be a little more strategic in preparing for this fight. What kind of strategy should he have? That misses.
Well, right there, Thurman had his right hand down, and Josesito landed a left hook. And he's landed another one. So, good jab with the body, too, by Josesito. But Thurman, you know, like I said, he's going to get warmed up, shake off a little rust, and he'll start being a little bit more accurate himself.
I mean, Thurman very confident, but also realistic.
And I'll tell you, I don't see no ring rust right now.
No, that early you could tell, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Set up. Yeah, what are the signs that are clarifying that for you, Lennox, that he looks sharp?
Well, for one thing, he hasn't missed a punch, and he looks sharp to me. Moving well.
The footwork, the feet.
He hasn't done too much footwork, but, you know, Lopez is in front of him. He's not a hard man to miss, so. This is just a warm-up round for Thurman anyway, to get things back in the groove.
Thurman just over 5'7". Lopez just under 5'10". And the reach similar.
Yeah, but when you're squatting down in front of a guy that's shorter than you, it kind of negates any height advantage. You have a little bit more reach advantage.
Uppercut.
But Thurman, he's just so, you can hear his
he looks polished, doesn't he?
Not just that, yeah, of course, he's champ of the world, even after a 2-year layoff.
Well, you know,
they thought so much of him, they let him keep his title for 2 years.
You know, when you have a 2-year layoff, sometimes it's good for you. Your body may have needed it.
As you showed, Lennox, when you fought the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, you had a 2-year layoff, you came back and won without much of a problem. A lot of time to reset, relax. He had a busy time. He was over in Nepal. He got married, traveling with his wife. Trained at some military gyms in Nepal.
He's going to get Warren Josesito for a low blow, that straight low, while Thurman was pulling it away from the ropes.
Punches landed. If you want to check that out in the lower left, we'll keep you updated with all the information we're getting. Round one. A title on the line. A big miss from Lopez. He said he would be aggressive. He has been. Watching Thurman in action. Mike Coppinger interviews, news, and analysis. Sunday, February 3rd at 1 Eastern on FS1, the Fox Sports app, and follow along. PBC Fight Night, Saturday, February 16th and February 23rd.
You know, Lopez was throwing that looping right hand, and Thurman was seeing it from far, so I think it's too early to throw the punch like that. He should keep it more straight.
Why is that? You leave yourself open?
Yeah, he's leaving himself open. Plus, you know, Thurman can see it coming, and it's just a waste of a punch.
Well, the straight punch that Josesito threw that landed a couple times already is that straight right hand to the belly. So, you know, that kind of plays into what you're saying right there. But Thurman is really, he's a superb athlete. You can see he made Josesito miss some punches at every turn during the last round.
And Lopez said you have to take a risk when you're fighting for the title and you're fighting a champion.
You see that focused look on Thurman's face right now. He's really got the wide eyes. He's seeing everything coming. I think it's going to be a matter of time before he starts counter-punching real well.
Hey, he's setting up. He's got that left.
He just steps back at the right time and steps in at the right time.
Couple of punches delivered. Not sure what landed from our angle.
Lopez is following Thurman around a little bit too much. He needs to cut off the rhythm if he wants to be effective.
Well, he tried that just now. He saw Thurman went to the right, and then he cut back to the left. He's a difficult guy to track. Here's Thurman going a little left-handed, and made, you know, Josesito missed 2 punches, 3 in a row.
Punches landed, and Thurman well ahead in that category in round 2, despite Lopez at least starting out as the aggressor. Oh, nice response as Thurman set himself up. A minute to go in round 2.
You can see why Thurman's champ of the world, why he's undefeated. He's just really slick in there. And you can see that he sees it all. He's just biding his time before he lands something solid. He's getting closer and closer to doing it.
Yeah, and he looks so much quicker than Lopez, at least in the early rounds.
That's gonna be telling in the next couple of rounds because Lopez is throwing these punches. They're gonna slow down, and Keith Thurman's gonna take advantage of that.
All right, protected well by Lopez from Thurman. Lopez.
Just what we were talking about. He just took a little half step back. And Josesito stepped in and clipped him with the left hook right on the tip of the chin.
Yeah, because he's seen that punch coming.
Referee Steve Willis says you're okay.
Oh.
Into the ropes. Thurman.
That left hand by Thurman is getting through.
And the end of the round as Thurman was ready to end the fight. And let's listen in. Yeah, not sorry.
Good job.
Yeah, we apologize. Sorry, we couldn't hear what was going on in the corner of Lopez. So let's recap some of that round.
Well, right here,
Keith Thurman.
This is where Thurman just took a little step back, a little angle, as Josesito was throwing his left hand. His right hand was down, and he clipped him with a great left hook right on the tip of the chin.
And Lopez,
where he steps back out.
Yeah, Lopez was throwing the wide hook, and he kept that right hand low, and it just clipped in your right.
Remember in the fighter meeting that Thurman said he was going to look for him.
And well, he wasn't close enough.
Thurman really studied him.
Thurman landed 10 jabs in that round. That's double the average for those fighters in this welterweight division. He's ahead slightly after round 1. He took himself further ahead in that second round against Lopez.
That knockdown gave Thurman a lot of confidence now. Now that Thurman knows that he can hurt him, he's going to step towards him a little bit more.
Yeah, had that round gone a little longer, I got the impression, Lennox, that Thurman would have finished this fight.
You know, as I watched the end of that last round, I think Thurman should have really controlled himself a little bit better and been a little bit more patient. He kind of was, you know, throwing some wild punches at the end. But I think this round here, he's going to get back to a real sharp stance and probably land another couple big shots somewhere along the line.
Lopez at age 34 misses big, and again, nothing but sweat flying against the 30-year-old Thurman, who's working inside, or tried to, already a knockdown in this fight. Between the gloves, a jab at the head of Lopez.
And Thurman's doing the right thing. This is what you got to do. Stick that jab out. Stick that jab out. Get him occupied with that jab before you throw on any other combination.
Good right hand by Josesito over the top. I mean, it didn't have a lot of effect, but it somewhat landed.
Nice left from Thurman. He's working it.
Josesito kept his right hand up pretty good off that left hook. He's got to be very aware of that to keep his hand up. When one hand's working, the other one's got to be protected.
Thurman dancing successfully early in this fight. Said his movement messes everybody up. So do his punches. Undefeated at 28-0. 22 knockouts. Lopez has been knocked out 3 times in his career, over 40 fights.
In all fairness, Josesito doesn't get knocked out by just anybody. He gets knocked out by, you know, guys like Berto, guys like Canelo.
Yep.
But see that reaching left hook right there? That's what got him in trouble in the second round. He's got to be careful of that reach there. That's where that particularly went.
And it's not only a reach, it's a wide hook. He needs to shorten the hook a little bit more if he wants it to be more effective.
Uppercut misses from Thurman.
Well, the thing is he's got to throw it a little bit long on us because Thurman steps back and it isn't there for him.
End of round 3. The champ in control after 3. We'll check in with our unofficial score in just a bit, but Thurman clearly ahead. Heidi is in the Lopez corner with trainer Robert Garcia.
Robert, what do you want from Josesito Lopez in this round?
After he got dropped, I need him to fight smart, not get caught in exchanges.
Which he is getting caught in exchanges right now.
You know, I want for 2 rounds, I need to fight smart, fight intelligent, to recover from the knockdown.
Back to his corner, realizes he's behind. So how do you be aggressive and still fight smart against a guy like Thurman?
Well, look, Thurman steps back so nicely. You know, he makes up that room. You step in, he's going to step back, and then he counters. And he's just been doing that at the beginning of this round with effectiveness.
Look at that. That graphic supports exactly what you're saying. It's amazing, some of the statistics and the information that we can come up while this fight is in progress. Boxing analytics to help you through this fight. The eye test, it's Spinal Thurman. That's why he's the champ, playoff or not.
He's no ordinary fighter. He's just got great eyes, great reflexes, good power, really good power.
And a real thoughtful, smart fighter. You know, he reads books on philosophy in his spare time.
Well, I was quite impressed when I heard him talk at the fighter meeting yesterday. You know, he's very intelligent, very well spoken, very articulate.
His latest book, How to Live Fearlessly, the title. There's a number of authors that he really enjoys reading.
And he's a realist too. He speaks the truth.
I like that he said, yeah, you may not see my best here, but I'll work up to that. And if he's in as control as it appears, he said he hopes this will be over in 6. We'll see if he can control that part of this title fight.
But it's obvious Lopez is not, giving any ground. He's still coming forward. He's looking to land some punches, and he's looking for a knockout. If he could possibly do it, he's going to try.
Hands up! Hands up!
He's going to try something nobody else has ever done, which is beat Thurman or knock him out. And that's, the odds of that happening aren't good.
At 28-0. Ooh, good ball. That left landed and then came back with a right. Lopez to the head of Thurman. Maybe his best punch in this bout so far.
That's what he's got to do.
Wrapping up round 4 on Fox.
Oh, great left hook right hand by Thurman.
Thurman finishing strong after there were moments in this round from both fighters. The champ taking a shot to the head.
And here we see Lopez mounting an attack, coming with a bunch of punches which Thurman really blocked. Hitting Thurman on the back of the neck.
With Lennox Lewis, Joe Goose, and Chris Myers ringside with you on Fox. Premier Boxing Champion, a world welterweight title on the line. Best round was that last round for the challenger Lopez, but Thurman ahead in this fight and has a knockdown to his credit. A stylish champion. Heidi.
Coach, what do you want to see from Keith Thurman in this round?
I just want to see him be the boss out there. Keep working his jab, hitting the body, mixing his attack, and just winning the round. Just outpointing this guy at this stage.
Thanks so much, Coach. Chris?
All right, thank you, Heidi. Discovered at age 7 by trainer Ben Getty, trained by Don Birmingham since 2009 after the passing of Getty. Thurman is quiet outside the ring. What you need to know, he drives a Prius and has a pet Chihuahua, but he fights like a mean dog.
Yeah, he's a throwback. He's part hippie,
part hippie. Okay, part an all champion, all fighter. Our unofficial scorer, former judge and referee himself, Larry Hazard, ringside, scoring this. Larry, expound, please.
40-35, a shutout for Thurman. He's shown everything in the toolbox, pitching the shutout.
But that closest round, the best round for Lopez was the last round?
Last round, round 4.
Thank you, Larry. We'll watch closely as Lopez's corner is well aware of their situation.
And Robert Garcia knows what he's doing. He knows how he's prepared Lopez. He knows what type of shape he's in. So he's going to have him, go forward and try to land punches like he just did right there. He's got to get back in the fight, and he doesn't have a lot of time to do it.
I mentioned the trainer who discovered Keith Thurman, Ben Getty, and passed away. And he wears Ben Getty on his shorts in his honor, thankful for the man who gave him his big opportunity.
Getty did a wonderful job with Thurman, that's for sure. And Dan Birmingham has picked up the mantle and of course continuing. Great move by Thurman. Just got into that left hook, came out of that roll, landed a right hand counter.
Now, Lopez, his face marked up a bit here.
Thurman's just a step ahead with his speed. His quickness is right on. That 2 years layoff really helped him, really helped his body. His body's thanking him for that, and he's come back strong.
Good exchange. Well, you two were on it from the start, saying that there was no rust visible on the part of Keith Thurman. Used his time as wisely as he could. Didn't like sitting out with the injuries, especially when you're holding the title and people want to take you on.
And the good thing is the hand that was operated on the right hand is really working well tonight.
No way up. As this round, great exchange. Thurman, during that off time, had to battle some tough depression.
Being away from anything that you love is devastating. What hurt the most was achieving my greatest achievement in the sport of boxing and then having to be benched for so long and wondering, how good is this recovery? am I going to be 100%? Can I do what I once did? Can I still improve? There was depression. And anybody who's gone through depression or suffers through depression, it's hard to explain, but you just deal with it. It sucks. You know it sucks. You don't like it. You know you don't like it. And it's not going away today or tomorrow. Fighting for the love of the sport. Fighting to be happy. It's this ring, it's this atmosphere that makes me happy. 5 seconds. Big burst.
Back live action, round 6.
Well, have you ever heard a fighter express himself any better than that? I mean, he's such a charismatic guy, and so, and so truthful and speaks from the heart.
And there's a lot of athletes talking about depression now, so it's not only boxers that go through depression. A lot of athletes go through it.
Well, in such a macho sport, you need to man up about yourself. It helps. Keith Thurman has done that. Looking healthy, looking sharp, looking like a champion.
Now, we'll tell you at the end of the last round, Thurman landed a great left hook right hand, and Josesito came back with a counter right hand that landed right at the bell. So, look, he's not giving up, and there's still a chance for him to win a couple rounds here if he keeps the pressure up and keeps throwing. But if he lets Thurman just keep boxing and moving around him, he's going to have a hard time winning any of these.
We're seeing some terrific boxing from Thurman. He's got the jab going, the percentages, those thrown, those landed. Lopez is hoping that 2-inch height advantage would help him out, but we haven't seen it play in his favor. Above his left eye. Double dip. Good exchange there. Sweat flying in the corner. A left misses after a left connected from Lopez, and then here comes Thurman.
And you know when Thurman is dangerous? When his back touches the ropes. Anytime his back touches the ropes, he's coming out fearless.
Landed a body shot there, Lennox. A miss from Lopez. Lopez seizing the opportunity, talking about how to take a risk, but here comes an answer from Keith Thurman. A big miss, off balance from Lopez.
Lopez is throwing that looping right hand again. He's got to be careful because he's leaving himself wide open.
That was the best flurry that he had this whole fight, Lopez, when he had Thurman on the ropes. And he's got a real hard left hook to the liver. Let me tell you something. If he lands it, he can slow you down with it. So this is what he's got to do. Lopez should be using that jab too as he's coming out, just walking in with his hands still.
Lopez behind in every round the way we're watching it.
Lopez's leg is starting to swell. He's got blood coming out of his nose.
Wrapping up round 6, scheduled for again at the bell. Terrific action. You were talking, Lennox, the overhand loops.
By Lopez, here it goes again. And that one caught Thurman, but, he's been throwing a lot of them, and not a lot of them have been catching Thurman. So this was only one. Yeah, sometimes he misses, and here goes a miss. And this is where Thurman takes advantage of it, comes back with his punches. Let him miss, make him pay.
Let him go.
Well, Keith Thurman said ideally, I'd like this fight to end
right
within 6 rounds. We're going to the 7th. He's in control of the fight, but Lopez has showed some toughness and has showed he can deliver offense.
Yeah, he had a 12-week camp with the Garcia family, and believe me, the sparring that you get at Robert Garcia's gym is, you can't get any better. So he's in great shape. He's ready for a distance fight. Kind of up to Thurman what type of punches he lands in the next few rounds.
All right, Joe, he's gone 12 rounds numerous times, had decisions, but remember, this is after a 22-month layoff. Those 12 rounds, Lennox, may feel a little bit different with the kind of fight we're seeing.
Well, he's excited about being in the ring. He wants to go the rounds. Being out of the ring for 2 years, obviously he wants to work, so, this is where he gets to work. If he goes 12 rounds, it won't do nothing to him. That's what he wants. But if he can make it shorter, he doesn't get paid for overtime.
He gets paid to be the champ, and he wants to remain the champ and stay undefeated. Oh, he's getting inside. That right landed.
Thurman landed a couple nice right uppercuts. He stepped back, landed a little choppy right hand himself.
A little bit off balance from Lopez. You see that swelling again on the forehead.
And Lopez is stalking him. He threw 2 right hands that missed. And look, but he's really starting to hunt down Thurman right now. I think he thinks that he's slowing down a little bit and that he can get to him if he keeps the pressure on.
And Lance, you made the point. Thurman doesn't seem comfortable on the ropes, or at least that's been the best position for Lopez to have Thurman.
If I was Thurman right now, I'd make Lopez throw that right hand and come back. Just roll with it and come back with a punch.
Oh, he's got him off balance. Lopez.
He hurt Thurman with a left hook in the right hand.
The head knocked backwards. A left that lands to the head of Thurman. Lopez.
Thurman's hurt.
Powerfully charging, forcing him back in the ropes. Lopez trying to finish it.
At this point, Thurman should really hang on. Slow down the pace.
Thurman's not answering with anything.
Well, right now he's still hurt. He's just moving for his life. And if he doesn't hold on, he's going to be in trouble.
Thurman ahead of this fight, but not in this round. Some body blows.
Listen,
Lopez until the ref separates.
Thurman's on the verge of getting stopped right now. Let me just tell you something. There's a minute left in this round, and if Lopez lands another couple good combinations like that, he can stop him.
Thurman needs to hang on. That's what he needs to do right now.
He's dancing away from Lopez, who's charging and swinging. On the ropes are right.
It's harder for a boxer to go back.
Blood flying, sweat flying. Lopez hammering away at Thurman.
The referee's taking a close look right now, let me tell you.
30 seconds in round 7. Best answer was a left from Thurman that didn't bother Lopez.
Lopez is tired right now. He punched himself out a little bit.
And Thurman's still standing.
Well, he's still the one with the clear mind right now, so he may have punched himself out, but if he gets in close enough, he's going to land a good shot.
And he's doing the right thing. He's touching him with that jab. Keep touching him with that jab. Good uppercut by Thurman.
That misses by Thurman. And the miss by Lopez. What a terrific round. Wow. We saw the best of Lopez, the challenger, and the weakest in this fight of Keith Thurman, the champ. And the marked up face of the challenger getting a little ice as Thurman.
Here we go. Here's the left hook right there. That's the first thing that started it off on Thurman. Both hands were down and he was on the ropes like Lennox Lewis said he shouldn't be. Now, Josesito comes right back, straight right hand, and look, he repeated this the whole round. He really tracked Thurman all over the ring. And here's another right hand.
Notice it was straight.
Yeah, exactly like you called for. Behind, finished up with the jab, another right hand of the ear, and here we go. I'm sure the left hook is going to be coming here after this right hand. There's a right hand. No, he took himself out of the picture with that right hand, but he's going to come back with the hook. There it is. Thurman was able to block it.
I was surprised Thurman's corner never put some ice on his neck. He needed to put some ice on Thurman's neck, get him back into the fight.
They put it on his forehead. Lopez landed a fight-high 20 punches in round 7 and won his first round of this bout, unofficially dominated that.
And let me tell you, this is what you get when you train with Robert Garcia. You get great sparring, you get great instructions, you get great conditioning, and it's showing right now. And like I said, this is the only thing that really kept Josesito in this fight, I believe, is the great work he got with the Garcia gym. And he's got a chance to win this fight now.
And what kept Thurman in the fight was the movement. He the guy off balance.
Just took another right hand. He's getting hit with that at will from Josesito right now. We're early in the round.
Unofficially scoring with us. This is how he has it that last round, going to Lopez, but overall the champ hanging on here.
Oh yeah, he's been dominating. I don't think there's any question about it.
And more blood from the nose of Lopez.
We're only in the 8th round right now. We got a long way to go. And Thurman is the one who's really on the defense right now. And Josesito has got the momentum going for him.
Josesito Lopez from California and from Florida, the champ. His title on the line. Keith Thurman, undefeated. And in a battle, maybe more than he bargained for. He did not underestimate his opponent.
Thurman just hit Lopez with the body, and Lopez just shook his head like nothing. I think right now Lopez has got the strength right now in the power department. I think he's really got he's more fresh with power right now.
When the punches have landed, they have had an impact.
Thurman's moving around, but what he needs to do is stop and take and throw a left-right. Because he's got the power to knock out Lopez.
Yeah, Lennox, it seems like Thurman has lost some of his aggressiveness here.
A little bit, I mean, he's moving. So I think he's trying to get his head straight again before he mounts an attack.
Took out some brutal shots in that 7th round.
And you have to remember, Keith Thurman hasn't been hit for 2 years. So, you know, his neck and his chin has to get used to those punches again.
Especially with 8-ounce gloves.
So you don't spar with those, or he wasn't because of the hand?
No, you just these 8-ounce gloves are for fight gloves.
And it's funny, you can
for 47 and down.
You can be in there and think the punch ain't a hard punch, but it affects your body in a different way.
Yeah, in the replay, Lennox, we saw the movement when that punch was landed by Lopez to the head of Keith Thurman. Wrapping up round 8. They have finished with a flurry in each round as the bell sounds.
Better round. Just deep breath. Keep boxing this guy. Keep boxing this guy. Deep breath. Breathe, 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 breathe.
That's Keith Thurman's father, Keith Sr., who's looking on. It appears to be a look of concern for his undefeated son, who has his title on the line.
I don't think Mr. Thurman's ever seen a son in this type of trouble in his pro career, to tell you the truth.
Come on, Keith. Another good one now. Another good one.
Momentum is definitely with Josesito Lopez.
Last 2 rounds going to Lopez.
He looks fine.
As they work on him in the corner, Lennox, and this is how he's earned it.
Yeah, here's some Lopez punches, straight punches, which are more effective punches.
That's Tanya Rodriguez, the girlfriend of Josesito Lopez.
Right the body.
Representing i.e. the Inland Empire, Riverside, California, against
Lopez is ripping his punches right now. Right hand, left hook, even though it bounced off the gloves of Thurman. Man, he's really got power behind it right now. That just means he worked hard in the gym.
So now, Lennox, your thoughts on when we might see fatigue set in? You talked about not having taken a punch from Thurman in the last 22 months when he was out with injury. Does Lopez have an advantage the longer this goes?
Well, I don't know, because Lopez is taking a lot of punches as well. And he's moving forward, so he's expending a lot of energy. So if he can keep that energy level high, you know, he may be able to do something, which he's doing.
Yeah, Lopez has taken a lot less punches in the last 3 or 4 rounds than he did in the first 5 or 6 rounds. So right now, you know, again, the guy who's taking the harder punches is Thurman. If he wants to turn this around, he's going to have to land something of some consequences, like that, with a left hook right hand like you called for.
Early it was all Thurman. This fight has been tipped in favor, at least in the last few rounds. As you see, Thurman has landed the most punches unofficially.
Yeah, Lopez is basically putting really hard pressure. He's basically running at Thurman, which is he's got no fear of Thurman's punch right now, which cannot be good psychologically for Thurman. Because he's going, look, my punches aren't having any effect on Lopez, and he's just basically running me around the ring right now.
Thurman's just really moving around. He's waiting for the opening. He's trying to wait for that opening so he can take advantage of it.
Power punch percentages, Thurman.
Solid left hook from Thurman, from Lopez to the body. On Thurman, just devastating. Just hear the power when he hits him with it.
The left Lopez. Fine shot. There's Thurman landing a punch. And a response from Lopez.
Thurman landed a good left hook to the body. They then came up the middle with left uppercut right hand. So there's a left hook right hand by Lopez.
Body shot from Lopez.
And Lopez is going to the body good. And that's what you need to do against Keith Thurman.
Lopez
slow him down a little bit.
The more experienced. Overhand right. And then
and a great left hook by Lopez. They've both been countering each other and both hurting each other in the middle of that.
The right lands to the
chin. Yeah.
Of Lopez. A solid shot.
Actually, it was on the chin.
Oh, yeah.
Another exciting round. Your one stop for all boxing.
And here's Thurman connecting with a good right hook on the chin.
And Lopez comes right back, bang, with his counter right there. Thurman missing with his hook counter. This is what was going on this whole round. One would throw a punch, the other would counter, back and forth. But I thought Thurman looked like he regained a little bit of his composure in that round and a little bit of his strength.
And
yes,
even,
he did.
Yeah, and even though it was close, Larry Hazard unofficially, Joe Goosen has that round going to Keith Thurman.
Yeah, you could tell he kind of recouped again. And now he's using a good jab right hand. That's 3 in a row right there.
Referenced Larry Hazard scoring this fight. We had the 10-10 was up there. We update the number there. It has to be
9-10.
Yes. But he had overall, he had an 88-82 in the round with Thurman, so it was that close. But important for Thurman to get a round back after it looked like Lopez won the previous two.
Absolutely. But look, again, you can tell the type of shape Lopez is in, and I know he's being pushed in his corner to keep the pressure on Thurman and try to hurt him again. It's his only chance. He's got to hurt him and then knock him out.
Yeah, because
he's far behind on points right now.
That's right, Joe. And he mentioned, Lopez said, you got to take it from the chin. I got to take risks. I got to go pull this away from Thurman. Oh, left.
Yeah, but that was blocked. It was, but still, you can see it's a powerful hook that he's throwing, as opposed to that.
Good defense from Lopez. Punches landed Thurman. Before the double.
Yeah, Lopez has kind of abandoned that straight right hand, that lead right hand he was doing. He's not throwing it as much as he was earlier in the past couple of rounds. Am I right?
I think he's biding his time. He's trying to get that perfect punch. That perfect punch can never be there unless he throws another punch in first. He's got to throw that jab. Keith Thurman's throwing the jab. That's what he needs to do. Throwing the jab and moving, giving him different angles, not making himself an easy target.
Lopez, this his 44th pro fight. He's never gone beyond 10 rounds. You have that weight against the layoff of Keith Thurman. After being answers there. And there's Thurman. There's Lopez. Boy, one guy lays, the other guy has an answer.
Yeah, Thurman countered really nice off the right hand out of the corner there, off of Lopez's chin, but here comes Lopez again.
30 to go. We'll have 2 rounds after this.
That's what Lopez needs to do, start going to the body. Thurman's too evasive when he's moving like that. He's got to hit the body a little bit more and set up the punch for the head.
Good left-right combination by Thurman.
Yeah, looks like he's bounced back a little. There goes Lopez. He's got him.
Strong to that right hand on his hook to the body.
Dancing out of it to end the round. Lopez, the underdog challenger.
Cuando Prieta está bien ahí. Faltan 2 pincheras.
¿Qué se siente?
Bien. José, esa
estas apretadas que estás dando, las ocupo más seguido, ¿ok? Estos rounds que faltan son los rounds del campeonato. Vamos, quiero estos rounds fuertes, José. Saque de adentro, vamos. ¿Cómo has sentido últimamente su poder? Ok, quiero que se viene, José. Vamos, José, estos rounds fuertes. Gánemelos claritos. Apriétele. Písele para frente. Para que tienes el randito.
All right, come on, let's go. Work, baby, work.
He's got to stay on top of Thurman and throw a lot of punches to keep the pressure on him.
Too close.
You know, he knows it's if Josesito's going to win this fight, he's going to have to win these next 2 rounds big, maybe even by knockout.
Yeah, through 10, Thurman, of his over 200 body punches, only 22 of those have actually landed.
Joe, if Lopez's training never arrived, would this be a different fight?
I think so. I think that's a great question. I don't think if Robert Garcia, if he had not shown up, I think it would have been really a different fight for Lopez. I think Robert's an inspiration to have in the corner. He's really motivating Josesito right now.
And Lopez fighting like an underdog, but with confidence. In high school, he was a top cross-country runner, state champion.
Ooh, that's a great right hand by Thurman right there.
His endurance being tested here. The longest he's ever fought professionally. Lopez taking on the champ.
Lopez is not seeing Thurman's jab. He's just allowing Thurman to poke him with that jab, which he shouldn't. He should block it. Or parry it.
Or jab with him.
He's going to have to do something because he hasn't taken it from Thurman.
No, not only that, he's losing this round right now. He's tracking very hard, he's pressing very hard, but Thurman's the one who's been landing the crisp, hard punches so far.
Now Lopez has lost the last 2 rounds, even though they've been close. He misses there.
And no, he landed a nice short left hook on Thurman.
And there come the right there.
Trading back and forth.
A left after the uppercut from Thurman.
Thurman landed a left hook and a left uppercut on that exchange right there.
Thurman looking a little bit weary.
Thurman did say it bothered him, as impressive as his record is. Here at Barclays, he's never had a knockout. He only has a round and a minute to do that against the feisty Lopez.
There's a little punch behind the head from Lopez.
The ref says enough of that.
But so far it's Thurman this round. He's landed the punches, even though he's on the run. He's on the move. He's still landing the good punches. Like that.
Yes, it accelerated.
And then getting out of harm's way.
Yeah, great combination by Thurman. 1, 2, 3, 4 combination, then he moves. Perfect.
Hands are free. Hands are free.
Ref saying hands are free. A lot of movement.
Oh, great left hook right hand. But a counter right hand by Lopez. He's not giving up.
Nice set of punches thrown there.
Good combination punches by Thurman. This is what you need to do.
A miss by Lopez.
A lot of stuff going behind the head.
Behind the head, that reach with the right.
Lopez wants him to stand up and fight.
Well.
Faltan 3 minutos, José.
One more round left. Keep pressuring.
¿Me estás haciendo caso? Sí. 3 minutos le quedan, José.
3 minutes is all that's left, Josesito. Let's get it going. We have a shot here. Come on. He's moving the head.
To the champ's
I
corner.
want to give you a drink till almost the end of the round. I'll take it. Get that win. Relax. Give me a drink. Last round.
Let's look back
Let's go.
at that round.
Well, here's the right uppercut, lead right uppercut, right through the gloves of Lopez. And then here comes a right hand lead and a counter hook by Thurman.
Yeah, this is where Lopez says, give me some more. Stand up and fight. Come and fight. Come and fight. He wants a fight.
And why would Thurman do that? I mean, Thurman did well by boxing. Now look, in the corner from Robert Garcia, he told him, look, you've got a shot here, which means he doesn't think he's winning, but you got to put the pressure on. He said, you got a shot.
Thurman showing his stuff. The last 3 rounds he's won after Lopez had a series of rounds where he almost tilted this fight in his favor. But ahead is the champ. The challenger needs to deliver.
Lopez is looking for that one power punch, and that sometimes that one power punch isn't there. Thurman is happy because he can throw combinations, and Lopez is there.
The scorecard that close, but Thurman clearly ahead. So is the knockout the only thing that can give Lopez this bout?
I think so. I think because Thurman survived that attack a few rounds back, and he's come back to win the last 3 rounds at least. And, even Robert Garcia in the corner says, you've got a shot. You didn't say all you got to do is win this round or you're ahead. He said, you got a shot.
Let me tell you, I've seen some funny decisions lately, so.
The disputing that.
And some of those people are laughing at the funny decisions, but 19 knockouts in Lopez's career.
Well, I'll tell you, he almost had 20 tonight, a couple rounds back. But look, this is one heck of a fight for Thurman to take as a comeback fight after 2 years. He got a real prepared Josesito Lopez, trained by Robert Garcia.
And he is showing the toughness of this division and his welterweight class at his. He called this the get-back fight. He's back.
Thurman said it was going to be a tough fight. He said it wasn't going to be an easy fight. I think the only thing he's lacking is a little bit of strength, but other than that, he's looking good.
I think this fight hurt a bunch of times.
Lopez trying to get that big punch. He misses big. There again.
Lopez knows he needs to get that big punch in there. He's trying.
Shot by Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez said, I feel like an elite fighter. I've had an elite training camp.
Hands are free. Work it out.
That body shot by Lopez. Into a nice right hand off it. But Lopez is landing solid punches right now. He's only got 30 seconds left to do something like that. He went a nice overhand right over there.
And Thurman's doing the right thing, keeping his hands up. He's got to keep his hands up, especially in this last round. He can't take no chances whatsoever.
Great right hand by Thurman.
No let-up in that fight from the very beginning. Both fighters, the sportsmanship, the gloves in the air. Keith Thurman, though, when he had to bounce back after almost getting knocked down or knocked out, took control back of this fight.
And this is what can happen in a fight. It's not going to be all one way. Both guys came to fight. Both guys wanted to win.
Lopez said, trust the underdog. He showed he could hang in there. But Keith Thurman, does he stay undefeated? Does he keep the title? We'll get the official decision in a moment. Keith Thurman, 22-month layoff. He's ready to fight anybody. After going 12 rounds with Lennox Lewis and Joe Goosen. Your thoughts on a fight we watched with the champ against the challenger Lopez?
Well, there was that early knockdown, and it was all Thurman early on. But Lopez rallied
in the last round,
in the middle part of the fight, and parts of the last few rounds. He kept Thurman honest.
And Thurman, let me tell you, Lopez took some great shots in there. Yeah. And, you can tell he was really determined, and he wanted to win.
And I think Lopez's stock just went back up again. I think he'll be back in contention because of his performance. That great right hand at the end there, too.
Looping right hand by Lopez.
And you said there's some funny things with judges, Lennox. I mean, this is probably a little closer, our unofficial scoring from Larry Hazard ringside with us. He's got Thurman, but in the ring, the official announcement, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a majority decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Don Ackerman scores about 113 to 113, even a draw. Judge Steve Weisfeld scores about 115 to 111. Judge Tom Schreck sees it 117 to 109 in favor of the winner. And still, the undefeated WBA welterweight champion of the world, Keith one-time Thurman.